Hello friends, myself Payal J.Pardeshi and my department is Pharmaceutical Quality Assurance from Shri Vile Parle Kelwani Mandal Institute of Pharmacy, Dhule. आज का हमारा टॉपिक है नॉन एक्वस टाइट्रेशन, जिसके अंदर हम देखेंगे सॉल्वेंट, एसिडिमेट्रिक, अल्कलीमेट्री टाइट्रेशन एंड estimation of sodium benzoate and ephedrine hydrochloride. Let's see. Non-aqueous titration means what? Non-aqueous titration refer to the type of a titration in which analytical substance is dissolved in the solvent which does not contain the water. Non-aqueous titration means what? उनके नाम में ही इंडिकेट किया है कि वहां पे आपका सॉल्वेंट जो रहेगा वो वाटर नहीं रहेगा, एक्सेप्ट वाटर अदर विल बी द सॉल्वेंट, जहां पे हम लोग अपना सब्सटेंस, एनालिटिकल सब्सटेंस जो रहेगा वो डिसॉल्व कर सकेंगे. नेक्स्ट, रीजन फॉर नॉन एक्वस टाइट्रेशन. क्या रीजंस है नॉन एक्वस टाइट्रेशन करने के? देयर आर 3 रीजन. फर्स्ट इज रिएक्टेंट इज इनसॉल्युबल इन वाटर, reactant is reactive with water, and sample is too weak acidic in nature or too weak base. Next, then what is mean by solvent? An inorganic non-aqueous solvent is a solvent other than the water that is not an organic compound. These solvents are used in the chemical research and industry for reactions that cannot occur in an aqueous solution or require a special environment. Next, type of solvent in non-aqueous titration. There are 4 types. Let's see one by one. First, protogenic solvent. These are the acidic solvent and are used to increase or enhance the basicity of the weak bases. Example, glacial acetic acid, liquid hydrogen chloride. Second, protophilic solvent. These are the basic solvents and are used to enhance or increase the acidity of the weak acids. Example, pyridine, ethylamide and DMF. Third is amphoteric solvent. These solvents behave as acid as well as base depending on the substance dissolved in it. They can accept or donate the protons. Next, एम्फोटेरिक सॉल्वेंट का एग्जाम्पल है अल्कोहल. नेक्स्ट क्लास इज एप्रोटिक सॉल्वेंट. These solvents neither accept proton nor donate proton. They are used in dissolving the drug, especially those are insoluble in water. Example, benzene, carbon tetrachloride. Next, selection of solvent. The selection of solvent is a non-aqueous titration based on solubility of the drug, nature of the drug, and unreactivity. First, solubility of drug. Weak acidic or basic drug should be soluble in solvent with at the same time. Be miscible with a titrant. Next, the solvent is used according to the nature of the drug, whether it is weak acid or weak base. Next, unreactivity. The solvent should be unreacted with the drug. Example, there are some examples of non-aqueous solvent. First is glacial acetic acid, alcohol, then DMF. Next, let's see what is mean by acidimetric and alkalimetric titration. Acidimetric, it involves the quantitative determination of weak bases by non-aqueous titration, whereas alkalimetry titration, it involves quantitative determination of weak acids by non-aqueous titration. Next, alkalimetry titration and acidimetry. In acidimetric, basic drug are ephedrine, adrenaline, caffeine. सॉल्वेंट हमारा होगा ग्लाइशियल एसिडिक एसिड, टाइट्रेंट होगा परक्लोरिक एसिड, एंड इंडिकेटर होगा 0.5% ग्लाइशियल एसिटिक एसिड, जिसमें हमें चेंजेस ऑब्जर्व हो गए लाइक कलर वायलेट टू येलोइश ग्रीन। अल्कलिमेट्री टाइट्रेशन, जहां पे हमारा ड्रग का सैंपल होगा एसिडिक इन नेचर, एग्जाम्पल फ्लोरोयूरासिल, और सॉल्वेंट होगा DMF, देन टाइट्रेंट शुड बी सोडियम मेथॉक्साइड, और हमारा इंडिकेटर रहेगा थाइमोल ब्लू, जहां पे कलर चेंजेस फ्रॉम पिंक टू ब्लू। नेक्स्ट, yes, indicators. Let's see what is mean by indicators. The ionized, unionized, or the different resonance form of indicators are applied equally well for non-aqueous titration, but their color changes at the end point. It vary from titration to titration as they depend on the nature of the titrant. Next, the color corresponding to the correct endpoint may be established by carrying out a potentiometer titration while simultaneously observing the color changes of the indicators. The majority of non-aqueous titration are carried out using a fairly limited range of indicators. Here are some examples. First, crystal violet, methyl red, naphthalbenzene, thymol blue, and so on. Next. अब देखते हैं एस्टिमेशन ऑफ सोडियम बेंजोएट। यहाँ पे आपको मॉलिक्यूलर फॉर्मूला, मॉलिक्यूलर वेट लाइक 144.1. Let's see the description, which is white in color, crystalline or granule powder is available, odorless or with a faint odor is there, and nature is hygroscopic. Let's see the preparation of 0.1 normal solution of perchloric acid and its standardization. First, dissolve 8.5 ml of 72% perchloric acid in about 900 ml of glacial acetic acid with a constant stirring. Add about 30 ml acetic anhydride and make up the volume up to 1000 ml with the help of glacial acetic acid, and keep the mixture for 24 hours. Acetic anhydride absorb all the water from perchloric acid and glacial acetic acid and renders the solution virtually anhydrous. Perchloric acid must be well dilute with glacial acetic acid before adding acetic anhydride, because reaction between perchloric acid and acetic anhydride is explosive. Next. Standardization of perchloric acid. To 500 mg of potassium acid phthalate, add 25 ml of glacial acetic acid and few drops of 5% glacial acetic acid as an indicator. This solution is titrated with 0.1 molar perchloric acid. The color changes from blue to bluish green. Here the IP factor calculation formula is mentioned, where in formula XML means volume of titrant consumed at the end point. Normality calculated means normality of perchloric acid after standardization, and given means normality given means 0.1 normal theoretically. Next. Estimation of ephedrine hydrochloride. इससे पहले जो देखा it was estimation of sodium benzoate. अब हम देख रहे हैं estimation of ephedrine hydrochloride, जहाँ पे उसका description है like colorless, crystalline powder, white in color and odorless. Preparation of 0.1 normal perchloric acid and its standardization. It was same as we see earlier. Let's see once again. Dissolve 8.5 ml of 72% perchloric acid in about 900 ml glacial acetic acid with a constant stirring. add 30 ml acetic anhydride and make up the volume 1000 ml with the glacial acetic acid and keep the mixture for 24 hours. Acetic anhydride absorbed all the water from perchloric acid and glacial acetic acid and renders the solution virtually anhydrous. Perchloric acid must be well diluted with the glacial acetic acid before adding acetic anhydride because reaction between perchloric acid and acetic anhydride is explosive. Let's see next. Standardization of perchloric acid. 500 mg of potassium acid phthalate, add 25 ml of glacial acetic acid and add a few drops of 5% crystal boylate in a glacial acetic acid as the indicator. This solution is titrated with 0.1 normal perchloric acid. The color changes from blue to bluish green. Let's proceed for the assay procedure. Weigh accurately 0.17 gram of ephedrine hydrochloride dissolved in 10 ml mercuric acetic solution. Warm gently. Add 50 ml of acetone and mix. Titrate with 0.1 molar perchloric acid using 1 ml of a saturated solution methyl orange as an indicator until a red color is obtained. Carry out blank titration. Here is the IP factor given. Our calculation formula where XML is volume of titrant consumed at the endpoint. Normality calculate is normality of perchloric acid after standardization. Normality given is 0.1 normal theoretically. Hope you understand. Thank you. Thank you so much.